Hello, children. Today we're going to do a new story. The name of the story is A New House by Neil Gaiman. Well, I'll give you a summary of the story. A summary is a gist so you understand. Coraline and her parents move into a large, very big, odd house with expansive grounds. There's a large space. The parents, her mother and father, they work from home and give their daughter fairly little attention. They're not much bothered about her. Poor thing, this girl, Coraline, is fidgety. She likes to touch this thing, that thing, different things. Just like you boys and girls, you love to touch many things. And in constant search, she's always searching of activities. Something which she can do, something which can be either creative or destructive. So that will keep her involved and interested. Now, on a particularly rainy day, it was raining. Coraline is especially restless. She cannot sit tight. She can't sit quietly. And her mother doesn't allow her to do anything. In fact, her mother will not let her explore outdoors. No going out. No going out. According to her, conversations, toys, videos, these are things which she can do at home. But nothing holds her attention. Now, what happens? Finally, she goes to her father. She asks her father permission also, but the same answer, no. Finally, her father sets her off in an indoor adventure, like you all are at home. So it's like an adventure inside the house. What she has to do? Counting everything blue in the house, and make a note of it. So while Coraline is busy with it, she found a bricked up door, a door which had bricks. That piques her interest. Like she's very curious what is there behind. Momentarily, for the time being. Later at night, Coraline, she's sleeping. She tosses about in her bed. Unable to sleep, she can't get sleep. She goes to inspect some strange noises that seem to be coming from the hall. There she thinks, now she's imagining, she thinks that she sees some black, bizarre, shadowy forms moving about. She notices that the door, which opened onto the wall, there's a wall over there, and the door is open. In spite of knowing that her mother had locked it in the morning. She gets scared. She comes back to her bed and goes off to sleep. While she's sleeping, she's dreaming of black shapes, red eyes, yellow teeth, all under the moon. And then she's sleeping, but she's disturbed in her sleep. Now let's go with the story. Okay? A New House by Neil Gaiman. This was how she spent her first 2 weeks. Coraline spent her first 2 weeks, 14 days, in the house, exploring, trying to find out, check different things in the garden and the grounds, the place where they had in front of the house. Her mother made her come back for dinner and for lunch. Come back. So Coraline, she had to make sure she dressed up warm, nicely, before she went out. So it was a very cold summer that year. Cold summer, remember, cold summer. This is not India, abroad. But go out, she did. She would go out, exploring every day until the day it rained. It was raining when Coraline, poor thing, she had to stay indoors. Now, what should I do? She asked. Her mother said, read a book, watch a video, play with your toys, go and pester Miss Spink or Miss Possible, or go upstairs, that old man, do something to that old man upstairs. No, said Caroline, I don't want to do those things. I want to explore, Mama. I want to explore. I really don't know what you want to do, said Caroline's mother. As long as you don't make a mess. You don't make a mess, that's okay. That's all. That's fine. Caroline went over to the window and she watched. She watched the rain come down. It wasn't the kind of rain. It was not like normal rain. It wasn't the kind of rain that you could go out. You cannot go out. It was the other kind. The kind that threw itself down from the sky. It was pouring heavily. You can't go out. And it splashed water here and there. It was rain that meant business. And currently, its business was turning the garden, the whole garden became muddy. Muddy, wet soup, slushy. Caroline had watched all the videos which her mother had told her to watch. She was bored with her toys and she had read all the books. So nothing to do. She turned on the television. Changing channel from channel to channel. There was nothing to do. Because what she saw, men in suit, wearing suits, that men in black and Raymond man and all these men in suits talking about just blah, blah, talking about stock market. She couldn't understand anything. And the talk shows, she couldn't understand that. Eventually, finally, she found something nice to watch. And she enjoyed it. You know what she enjoyed? It was the last half of a natural history program. Like you have got Discovery Channel. This was a natural history program about something called protective coloration. She sat and she watched. She watched the animals, the birds, and insects which disguise themselves. They transform, they change themselves like leaves or twigs, small branches or sticks, or other animals to escape from things that could hurt them. She enjoyed it. It was nice. But everything must come to an end. And this program and all these shows ended too. So then there was another program. It was a cake factory. She was not interested. Now she thought, let me go and talk to Daddy. It's time to talk to her father. Caroline's father was at home. Both of her parents, they worked, doing things on computers, which meant that they were at home all the time. Each of them had their own study. They had their own work to do. So Caroline's mother was busy, Caroline's father was busy, and poor thing, this girl, all alone, nothing to do. Then she went up to meet her father. Then her father said, "Hello, Caroline." She came in. Said Caroline. "It's raining." Yup, yup. It's bucketing down. It's not raining, it's bucketing like downpour. It's raining like cats and dogs. Can I go outside? Daddy, can I go outside? What does your mother say? Huh? What did your mama say? She says you're not going out in a weather like that. You're not supposed to go out. So my answer is also no. So that was the reason why her father did not give her the permission to go out in the rain. But I want to. I want to carry on exploring. I want to find out. I want to see something different. Then explore the flat. This whole building, this flat, suggested the father. Look. He gave her a piece of paper. Here's a piece of paper and a pen. Count all the doors and windows. Okay? Count all the doors and windows. List. Write it down. Everything. Blue, 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 blue. And mount. Right. Make a note. An expedition. Like you make, like as if you're exploring. An expedition to discover the hot water tank. And better leave me alone to work. Can I go to the drawing room? Now, I'll tell you something about the drawing. The drawing room was where the Joneses, this family, kept the all those expensive and uncomfortable furniture, which they don't use daily. Caroline's grandmother had left them before she had died. Now, Caroline was not allowed. She wasn't allowed to go there. Nobody went in there. No. It was only for the best. Now, what do you mean best? It was for special occasions, not general. If you don't make a mess, and you don't touch anything, okay? Okay, Daddy. Caroline considered this carefully, and she took the paper and the pen and went to explore the inside of the flat. She discovered the hot water tank. It was in the cupboard of the kitchen. She counted everything blue. She counted the windows. She counted the doors. Of the doors she found, 13 opened and closed. The other, the big carved brown wooden door, at the far end of the drawing room. That far end of the drawing room, it was locked. She went to her mother and she asked her mother, Mama, where does that door go? No way, dear. It has to go somewhere. Her mother shook her head. Look, she told Caroline. She reached up, took a string of keys. Many keys were there from the top of the kitchen door frame, took out. Then she sorted, checking which one. Yeah, this one. She sorted out them carefully and selected the oldest, biggest, rusty, blackest key. She took the key, then she went into the drawing room. She unlocked the door with the key. The door swung open. Now she saw the room. Her mother was right. The door didn't go anywhere. It opened in front of a brick wall. There was a wall and nothing else. Then her mother said, Caroline, when this place was just one house, that door, you can see that door? That brick wall is there. That door went somewhere. But now when they turned this house into flats, one flat, another flat, they simply bricked it, put a brick wall. So the other side, that side of the wall, is an empty flat. And that flat is still for sale. Nobody's staying there. Crack. She shut the door, put the string of keys back on the kitchen door frame. Caroline saw her mother and said, "You didn't lock it." Her mother shrugged. "Why should I lock it? It doesn't go anywhere, I told you, so it's pointless." It was nearly dark now. Outside it was still raining, pattering against the windows. The rain was pattering, making a sound against the window frames and blurring the lights. The lights were becoming blurred. The cars in the street outside, the lights could not be seen clearly. Caroline's father stopped working and he called them, come for dinner. Caroline was disgusted. She didn't like it. "Daddy, you've made that same a recipe, na? A recipe is a dish. A recipe again. That's why you're calling us for dinner." The father said, "Yes, it's leek and potato stew with a tarragon garnish and melted Gruyere cheese." Caroline did not like it. She went to the freezer, opened it, and she got out some microwave chips. Lovely. And a microwave small pizza. She didn't like those. "You know, Daddy, I don't like recipes. I don't like that dish," she told her father, while her dinner went round and round, and little numbers on the microwave oven, tuck, 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 tant, 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 counted to 0. She opened and she started eating. Then the father said, "Listen, Caroline, if you tried it, at least you're not tasting it. If you tried it, you might like it." But she shook her head, "Nah." And then it became night. That night, Caroline lay awake in her bed. The rain had stopped, and she was almost asleep when something went. She sat up in bed. What's there? She got scared. Caroline got out of her bed. She looked down the hall, but she saw nothing. Nothing strange. She walked down the hall. From her bedroom, the parents' bedroom, came a low snoring sound. That was her father. And an occasional, sometimes, sleeping mutter. That was her mother. Caroline wondered, if she was dreaming or it was real. Something moved. It was little more than a shadow. And it scuttled, it moved down the darkened hall fast. Fast, fast, fast. Like a little patch of night moving. She hoped it wasn't a spider, because spiders made Caroline intensely uncomfortable. She would feel very uncomfortable, scared of spiders. The black shape went into the drawing room, and Caroline followed it. She was nervous, a little nervously. The room was dark. The only light came from the hall. And Caroline, who was standing in the doorway, cast a huge, like her shadow was something distorted, moving about onto the drawing room. She looked like a thin, giant woman. Caroline was just wondering whether or not she ought to turn on the lights when she saw the black shape edge coming out slowly from beneath the sofa. It paused, it stopped, and then dashed zoom, but silently, across the carpet towards the farthest end of the room. There was no furniture in that corner of the room. Caroline turned on the light. She saw there was nothing in the corner. Nothing but that old door that opened onto the brick wall. Behind the door was the brick wall. She was sure that her mother had shut the door. She closed the door. But now it was slightly open, not closed. Just a crack, little gap. Caroline went over it and looked in. There was nothing there, just a wall built of red bricks. Caroline closed the old wooden door, turned off the light, and she went to bed. While she was sleeping, she dreamt of black shapes that moved from place to place. She was dreaming. Avoiding the light, they were in the dark places until they were all gathered together. All those shapes came together. Little black shapes with little red eyes and sharp yellow teeth. Those shapes started to sing. Remember? She was imagining, dreaming. Now those shapes started singing. We are small, but we are many. We are many. We are small. We were here before you rose. We will be here when you fall. Their voices, the voices of the shapes were high and whispering, slightly whinny. The sound made Caroline feel uncomfortable. She was not feeling nice. She was feeling restless. Then Caroline dreamt a few commercials. You know what's a commercial? A commercial is an advertisement. Something nice. It will make you feel nice. Washing powder Nirma, like that. an advertisement. And after that, she dreamt of nothing at all.